barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. September 28th is being catered. We got soul food, y'all. Macaroni and cheese, collard greens, yams, chicken. I might have some Kool-Aid in that motherfucker too. Anyhow, man, let's delve into it. And I just want to say, everybody needs to go watch that Derek James interview, okay? Now, I can't do the interviews. My audio will be much better when I'm home, but when I'm out and about, I can't connect my phone to the computer and get that crystal clear audio. So you got to deal with me. And I know you guys rather have the interview than not have the interview. As you guys know, you guys saw on social media, Derek James was on his way to the game, and I'm grateful that he gave me that amount of time to actually converse with him. So I want to say thank you to Derek James. But he said something that was really, really telling. And it's funny how those odds, I got to bet $1,000 to win $100, tells a lot about the inside information that Vegas has. But he said something to the effect of, it caught me off guard. This shit genuinely caught me off guard when he said Kenny Porter used to whine and complain because he didn't want to spar Errol Spence. He didn't want Shawn Porter to spar Errol Spence. Now that tells a lot. Now I definitely asked Derek James. I want those tapes. And it's just fight week. All this shit is gonna unravel. And I don't think it's a rivalry at all, but it's just a pent up energy. You understand? And Team Porter is definitely up against it. They're down 1,000-1. Obviously, Vegas knows about the sparring. They got intel information. They did their homework. They watched Shawn Porter fight, but they remember that. And if Errol Spence is just an ABC, is an A-level ABC fighter with power, with accuracy, it's going to be a long night for Shawn Porter, no matter what he does. You understand what I'm saying? No matter what he does, it's going to be a long night. And if you guys have ever sparred anyone that's 4 inches taller than you, a little bit stronger than you, you understand exactly what I mean and where I'm coming from. It's going to be a long night. And if Errol Spence has that half-step game, that pivot like he had against Mikey Garcia, and he doesn't take a step back when Shawn Porter comes in, it's going to be a long night. And Errol Spence needs to remind Shawn Porter about that sparring session and remind Kenny Porter in that corner why he used to whine and complain he didn't want to spar Errol Spence. And but I encourage everyone to go watch that interview. That shit is very telling. Kenny Porter is going to respond. He's going to call Fight Hype, and he's going to call Fight Hype or another media outlet to set up an interview, kind of the way Shawn Porter set up that interview at home when he called Errol Spence jealous. You know what? I've never been turned off by Shawn Porter, like from a man's perspective. But when he called Errol Spence jealous, I've never on this channel ever called another man jealous of me, ever in my life. Never in my. I may joke around with it, but I don't talk like that. Men don't talk like that. Oh, he's jealous of me. He's jealous of you? Nah. Walk in greatness. You understand? Like, it's really a reflection of you, because Derek James also alluded that Errol Spence was offered the job before Shawn Porter. And that could be true because, I mean, the promotion is alluding to that Errol Spence is the darling of this promotion. You understand what I'm saying? And whether it's true or not, it's very apparent. And I believe the business of boxing would love for Errol Spence to win this fight and push for the Manny Pacquiao fight after he fights Mikey Garcia. I believe Manny Pacquiao is going to fight Mikey Garcia. Maybe he gets a tune-up in December, and then they come back in March and have the fight. I don't know. I'm just guessing maybe. But if that fight happens sometime this time next year, or maybe July, whatever, Manny Pacquiao's schedule is based upon his political schedule. So when you know when they're in recession, or is that called recession? Or spring session, break session, that's when Manny Pacquiao is going to fight. So if you're a Filipino subscriber, let me know when when politicians go on break in the Philippines, and that's when Manny Pacquiao is gonna fight. And that's the truth of the matter. So, so yeah, man, we're 3 weeks away from yesterday, so that makes it 20 days away. I'm excited. September 28th is gonna be a great day. We got yams, macaroni and cheese, greens, collard greens. What else? Y'all gonna have all those options, all right? And we're gonna have some chicken from Wingstop. You know what I mean? It's funny. I was looking all throughout my. I was like, man, I need some food. Why did I forget that I've invested in the Wingstop? Why did I forget my business partner owns Wingstop? It's funny. It's funny as hell because I was searching high and low. I need a food truck. I need this. I need that. Nigga, look in your inner circle. And voila, there we have it. So, anyways, man, I just wanted to... Kenny Porter might be writing checks Shawn Porter can't cash. And he said something else that was very telling. I'm going to rephrase it from my understanding and regurgitate it to you. I'm not going to quote Derek James. He says, there's a difference between training someone and teaching someone. And I said, wow. Kenny Porter does a great job at training someone, but he doesn't do a great job at teaching because Shawn is 30-2-1, 32-2, somewhere in there. He had 2 draws. Did he have 2 draws or 1? I don't know. I know he only has 2 losses. Great engine, very athletic, has the ability to mow you down. Everyone still remembers the Paulo Malignaggi fight. Andre Berto. But when he can't mow you down, because his accuracy is rather low, he's well under 30%, and that's below average. That's like, anyways, man, that's well below average. And if he would have took the time to work on his skill set, a lot more teaching, maybe it's a different Shawn Porter. Or maybe if Shawn Porter added, if Kenny Porter just got a text. And if what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, if he would add somebody to his camp, because he lives in Vegas. I thought Roger Mayweather would have been a huge asset for Shawn Porter. Offensive juggernaut. He teaches offense like nobody's mother. You understand? And I can remember vividly. Because I'm real honest with people, and I talk one-on-one. I talk to people for their understanding of what I believe. You understand? I'm not into the rah-rah. And I was in Kenny Porter's gym, and I said, Kenny, do you think you need help? And I can see the deficiencies in Shawn Porter, right? I don't tell Kenny that he needs help on, Shawn Porter needs help on this and that, because I'm not, I just don't want to deal with that, because it's all about the messenger. It's all about delivering the message to the messenger. And I said, oh, you need help? He says, no, I can do everything on my own. And I looked at him. We're about 1.5 feet away from each other. And I says, are you sure? I says, you need some help. You can't be doing everything. And that was it. And then since then, he's hired Barry Hunter and moving forward. And I think Barry Hunter is a great addition to his camp. I think Barry Hunter has a heart of gold. But I don't think it's going to be enough. Like, it's too much too late. You know what I mean? It's too much too late. Shawn Porter knows who he is. And then Derek James says something, and my trainer too, L, they said it in different ways. It's like watching Michael Jordan do that double pump reverse layup, and you go in for a layup and you double pump for no reason. You understand what I'm saying? That's the same shit. 921. That's the same thing that he was alluding to. Shawn Porter does boxing things, but doesn't do it in context, doesn't do it in correlation to the subject in front of him, a la the other fighter. You understand? He just does it because he's supposed to do it. You understand what I'm saying? And I would say below the waist, Shawn Porter has Hall of Fame talent. Above the waist, I'm talking about his punch accuracy and the things he do. But I think below the waist, great footwork, great agility. Sometimes it's a little bit too fast. It's a little bit abrupt. It's like my coach told me in high school, Fred, you only got to be a step faster than your opponent. You understand? I would go 100 miles an hour. You know, because I was playing varsity as a 10th grader. I would go 100 miles an hour. No, Fred, you only got to be one step faster. That's it. And you understand that as you get, especially as 41, you understand I only got to be one step ahead of them. You understand what I'm saying? And I learned a lot. And my coach always taught me too, when you pass the ball, it's not for you. Because, you know, as a young kid, I would pass it, boom, bullet pass it. I pass it to him, coach. He said, Fred, the pass is not for you. And when you understand that, it's light bulbs go off on your head. And then I'm going to give you guys another nugget. He says, the goal is for us to score. I was a point guard. That's the only position I could play. And I never understood that. Coach, I was open. He said, Fred, the goal is for us to score. And then I went, best available shot. Tempo and timing. Tempo. Shawn doesn't understand tempo and timing. This is real deep, y'all. Tempo and timing. It's like on a first date. Tempo and timing. Okay? Long day at work. Tempo and timing. A boxer going the distance. Tempo and timing. It's very, very important. Anyhow, man. Barbershop Conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. We're going live tonight. It's going to be a little bit later than expected. So we'll move forward from this. Anyways, man. Barbershop Conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Shocker. Kenny Porter used to whine and complain. He had to spar Errol Spence. That's a shocker. Fight Hype interview coming next from Shawn Porter. That should be here by Tuesday and respond to this. Guaranteed, man. And I'm excited to fight week when was it the media workout on Wednesday, post-fight press conference Thursday, weigh-in Friday, and we got the fight Saturday. That's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Something has to give. Two grown men, something has to give. They pretended to be like they pretended for a little while, but it's on and popping now. So anyways, man, Barbershop Conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.